2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And just about to get underway as the starting fives have been announced. Sit tight. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Cantor.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to giving the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
And let's go straight over to David Aldridge for a report before the tip-off. Hey, Dave.
Well, last season, the Celtics tried to balance minutes between a talented core of younger players along with their trio of superstar veterans. With the departure of Kyrie Irving and Al Horford, now youth must be served. The question is, how far can that carry them?
And I feel, David, they're still in great position. I know you do, too. Thanks for that report. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Prince and Durant are at the 3 and the 4. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. And it's Jordan in at center. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Hayward out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Cantor in at the 5, roaming the paint.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick, and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in guys too. Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Now here's Walker. Here's Tice. Walker with it. Guarded now by Irving. 6 to shoot. From 18 feet away. That shot no good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Banked in off the glass. Irving's got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for the Nets.
Yeah, you know, you got to appreciate the speed of Kyrie Irving. I mean, incredible at finding different ways to get to the basket, and he is not afraid of anybody.
Now here's Hayward. His last outing with 20 points. Drills the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Irving against Walker. Irving passes to LeVert. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Prince. Rebound, Gordon Hayward.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Smart kicks to Walker. Tice passes to Walker. Now Cantor. It's tipped. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. As we wind down this season, Clark, the playoff picture becoming more focused. One suggested change to that format, cross-seeding in the second and third rounds to help ensure that the best two teams make the finals. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm always a little bit leery of trying to manipulate matchups. So I would be against that. Now, at the NCAA level, they have seeded the 68 teams, 1 through 68, and then you have the top 4 on opposite sides of the bracket, so that if everything goes according to seeding, you would have 1 playing 4 and 2 versus 3, which gives you a chance. So something like that, I think, would make some sense. But otherwise, manipulating, I'd stiff arm that.
Good analogy. And he sinks the second. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, you get so caught up in how great Durant is at scoring. that you forget sometimes about his other terrific offensive skills.
You know, KD doesn't really get a lot of recognition for his passing, but he has fantastic vision. I mean, arguably, he might be the most underrated superstar ever. Sees so many double teams and does a great job of getting the ball out to open teammates.
And the first one drops.
And Durant finally captured that elusive first championship in 17 and the finals MVP trophy to boot. An effortless scorer who has also made great strides defensively.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
Here's Smart. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
Walker against Irving. The feed to Jordan. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
You know, with that kind of height mismatch, you've got to send help defensively.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
An okay season at the free throw line for him so far, sitting right around 76%.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Free throw good, Jordan.
And this spot has always been Jordan's biggest drawback. He's never been able to make his free throws at even a modest rate, and teams are never afraid to put him on the line.
Now, here's Cantor. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Tice passes to Walker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Irving, and it's Boston with another.
And Walker, a really gifted guard, a guy you can trust to run the pick and roll to perfection.
Irving kicks to Prince. Here's Durant. Misses from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Tice gets it to go.
Terrific awareness that time from Walker. Nice job getting his open teammates to rock.
Nets trail by 3. Prince outside. Passes it to LeVert. Back to Prince. Over Hayward. Trains it from 9 feet away.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Here's Walker. He's coming off a 31-point game against Houston. Pass to Cannon. Hayward outside. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Good work defensively by KD. Irving passes to Prince. Over Cancer. KD's shot is off. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up the W against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Yeah, that's just the height, the length coming into play there. No one stopping Durant.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. They trail by 1. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Off the inbound. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Well, you look at Walker, and he's a slight guy, but he powers through it all. Terrific, deceptive strength. Well, one thing you've got to know about Kemba Walker is that this guy can go off at any time. A dynamic scorer that also possesses the killer instinct. And when he gets it going, watch out. It can snowball into a dominating performance.
Dinwiddie is checked in for Kyrie Irving. And that one falls for Walker. And for Walker, who stayed 3 years at UConn, Clark, he just keeps getting better on the offensive end.
Boy, Kemba Walker is one of the most dynamic little guys we've had in the league in its history. I mean, his ability to score from outside and inside, really hard to match and quite special. He's the type of player who always is surprising you on the upside.
And it's Durant missing.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Dinwiddie kicks to KD. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Hayward's running. It's hauled in by Kevin Durant. Nets trail by 4. Now the pass to Prince. Here now is Dinwiddie. Buries the long-range jumper.
Boy, set up nicely there. Dinwiddie plays well without the ball. He's not just a point guard, fellas.
Pass to Canner. Back to Walker. For the 3. Brooklyn with the rebound. Outside Durant. Atop the key, Prince. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And at 6'6", Spencer Dinwiddie's tall for a point guard, but Clark, despite his size, very slippery off the dribble.
Yeah, he's ill-like when you talk about him off the dribble, guys. I mean, excellent change of pace, and he's got a quick first step. And once he gets in the lane, his size helps him be a good finisher.
Tied up with that one.
You know, the next step for Dinwiddie is to just become more consistent going forward, especially when it comes to scoring, because I think he does everything else pretty well.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Smart. And the Nets also making a change. Harris is checked in. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. For Boston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Walker against Dinwiddie. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Nets.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Walker. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Hayward against Durant. Prince outside. Shot clock at 6. And Dinwiddie with the basket on the assist by Prince. And it's 7 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. So it's the Celtics now, trailing by 2. And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Allen's checked in, and he makes that one.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
KD with it. He's coming off a 22-point game against Miami. Jordan the pass to Harris. Dinwiddie wide open. Again, the Nets for two.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Pass to Poirier. The three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Ball's knocked loose. And it's Walker penetrating. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
That's an aspect of Walker's game that I like. I mean, his ability to use the dribble drive and score on the move, nice.
Walker against Dinwiddie. And Durant gets double teamed. Over Tatum. Again, the Nets for two.
Yeah, you look at the way Kevin Durant releases it so high. Makes it hard to block, which is why he's such an efficient inside scorer.
For Boston, they've gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Here's Poirier. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Walker. The rebound by the Nets. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Yeah, the half and half balls are going their way, and that's really a function of effort and intensity. You know, the ball doesn't discriminate. Whoever goes and gets it, that's who owns it.
Clark, I have sat next to you doing these games for years. What's prevented you from taking a coaching position at some level? Because I hear you talk, I'm thinking you'd be a perfect coach.
Well, a couple of things. One, coaching never lets up. It's always on you, and I've come to enjoy the fact that I can be fully immersed as a broadcaster and work with great guys like you and others, and then have a period of time where I don't have to be immersed in basketball, and I've enjoyed that. And I also haven't trained or prepared to be a coach because it is demanding in terms of the hours that you have to put in. And I've got a little more job security, I think, in the role that I serve as an analyst as opposed to what might happen if I did try to be a coach.
You've got all the security in the world, believe me. Brad Wanamaker's checked in for Walker. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Nets. Brown outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
You know, the three-point shot, guys, is something that Brown continues to improve upon. It's important for him to be knocking down these looks to expand his offensive repertoire.
Now, here's Dinwiddie. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Heat in Miami.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Here's Wanamaker. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Brooklyn called for the foul. Moves on moves. Greg, that's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum.
During his rookie season, Jason Tatum was Boston's go-to guy in the Eastern Conference Finals. A rare opportunity, and that young fella delivered at a high level.
And so Tatum nails them both.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
Now Dinwiddie, 12 points for him. Pass to Claxton from outside the arc. And that one is off. And the Celtics going the other way now. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, they looked distracted, far off, distant. I mean, it seemed like their heart wasn't in it to try to win that game.
And so it's Brooklyn with it after the basket by Boston. And there's the pass to Allen. 5 on the clock. And Boston with the rebound. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him.
And trailing here in the early going, too many careless fouls, and they're giving up a lot of trips to the line.
Yeah, not only the trips to the line are a concern, but the foul trouble also. You've got to play defense with your feet and do so without fouling.
Pass to Claxton. Back to Crawford. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Nets lead by 1. No shortage of drama here early on.
Yeah, 8 lead changes already. Huge number this early.
Here's Wanamaker. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Passes to Tatum from deep. It's hauled in by Claxton.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Unable to get that one. And so it's Dinwiddie with it. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. 44 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Allen. That one wide left.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Brooklyn's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Harris finds Dinwiddie. Here's Claxton. He's guarded by Williams. Shoots a fader. That one drops for him.
Hey, the unselfishness there by Dinwiddie, you love it. He's all about doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Brown. Last game we saw him score 14. From deep three-point range, Spencer Dinwiddie firing on all cylinders for Brooklyn. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we'll be back with you shortly. Gordon Hayward reunited with his college coach Brad Stevens. He said they go way back.
Our relationship started when I was in high school. He came to my morning workouts and really recruited me at Butler and was kind of the first guy that I think believed in me that I could make it to the next level.
And I'm sure, Greg, that relationship played a big role in Hayward deciding to join the Boston Celtics.
And not just a connection, but a respect. Hayward now a veteran in this league while Stevens has moved into the conversation for one of the better young coaches in our league.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. They've got Harris. Crawford out there with Irving. Then there's Allen. And it's Claxton in at the 4.
Good read from Tatum that time. Saw the defense, had overcommitted, and then made them pay with the sweet dime. Well done.
And here's Irving. He had 28 points in the win against Miami. Crawford against Brown. And there's the foul. It's on Jaylen Brown. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Marcus Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And the Nets making a change here as well. Prince is checked in for Joe Harris. Crawford looking over the floor. Just 5 on the clock. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Smart finds Tatum. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Tatum showing you his force that time, being athletic and aggressive on the finish.
Brooklyn trailing. Crawford outside. Pass to Irving. No good there. And it's Boston the other way. Our next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. The Nets shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. Kicks it out to Prince. And the pass to Allen. Outside Irving. Clock at 6. Rebound by Williams.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Now here's Irving. Right now he averages nearly 23 points a game, a relentless offensive force.
And Irving is so fast on the drive. Even when he gets hit, he still finishes nicely around the rim.
The Celtics have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second.
And season 4 for Coach Kenny Atkinson with the Nets. You got to be impressed with the job he's done in Brooklyn.
Yeah, you know, Kenny is a hard worker. He's a bit of a grinder if you were trying to term what category he might fit into. And you see that in his team. And, you know, he admits it. He's getting better just like his players are. And that's a great, great statement because we're all hopefully getting better as we move forward.
And Clark, your love for the Buckeye State has never been questioned. What was the best part of growing up as a kid in Ohio?
Well, I think a number of things. One, having family around, extended family as well as immediate family, but also the sports love that exists throughout the state and being able to experience that and enjoy that with my dad and siblings. That's special. And having a career in basketball that I've had makes it even more special.
First one falls for him. And some changes here for the Celtics. Enes Kanter comes in for Robert Williams. And Gordon Haywards is subbed in for Tatum. And the Nets also making a change. LeVert's checked in. And both free throws good for Prince. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Good D by Irving. Nets leading by 3. Stolen by Smart. And they're pushing it up. Here's Wanamaker. Finished off the break.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. To Claxton, lets it go from deep. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around and get him a good look.
Here's Wanamaker. Here's the teardrop. Allen with the rebound.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Prince outside. It's LeVert on the wing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Tremendous versatility for Karis LeVert, offensively, Clark, and defensively. He can play multiple positions.
Well, I like that about him too, Kevin. 6'7", he's a gifted scorer, can make plays when the ball is in his hands. The Nets have a number of ball handlers, and that's what Coach Kenny Atkinson believes in. To get a lot of guys that can make plays and do it for each other and together, and we've got something good.
That free throw, no good. And you look at Karis LeVert, Clark out of Michigan, 6'7", and a tremendous athlete.
Kevin, he's one of my favorite players over the last handful of years coming out of college. He had some injury issues his last 2 seasons at Michigan, but he's an excellent two-way player. Outstanding energy and aggressiveness, and makes all kinds of plays at both ends of the floor and plays the game the right way.
And he's good on the second.
Well, you know what? I think you got to be excited about LeVert's potential. This kid seems to get better and add more to his game every year.
Walker finds Canner. Inside, here's Hayward, and he uses the glass on the layup. Hayward's got 7.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now here's Irving. Here's KD. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 3 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 5. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. The Nets making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Prince against Hayward. Back to Tice. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Walker. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Hayward. That shot, no good. Nice D from Durant. Nets leading by 5. To the middle. It's tipped. Stolen by Smart. To the inside, and stolen by Irving. And Prince with a clear path to the hoop. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And when Irving is feeling it, he's untouchable. A prime-time scorer who can spot up as well as create for himself.
For Boston, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Smart passes to Hayward. He dishes it to Cantor. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Prince outside. He kicks to Irving. Here's KD. Tries again. Jordan the pass to Durant. Over Tice. Hangs. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nets.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Passes it to Tice. Five to shoot. Smart finds Hayward to end the drought. And that's 2 points on the layup. Hayward's got 4 this quarter.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Pass to LeVert, stolen by Cantor. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. Yep, that one goes. Now just a 5-point Brooklyn lead. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Right side, Jordan. Back to Irving. Trying to find Durant. He's got it now. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 10 points for Kevin Durant.
And Durant has just such a fluid release. Very efficient shooting the ball from that mid-range.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Celtics. There's the pass to Tice. Here's Cantor. Hayward on the wing. Rebounded by the Nets. Jordan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
Greg, simply controlling the glass. I mean, plus 10 is the advantage in rebounds right now.
Celtics trail by 9. Pass to Canner. Back to Walker. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
A lot of quickness on that drive. Walker loves forcing the pace. Excellent at drawing contact.
For Boston, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Walker. Take a look at the NBA. Who's the best, you think, Clark, at controlling the defensive glass, getting the missed most shots and getting their offense back in gear?
Yeah, I think even though he's a bit undersized, he does a great job. Draymond Green, not only does he rebound the ball defensively, but he also can ignite the break because of his ball handling and passing ability. Giannis Antetokounmpo does a great job on the defensive backboards, as does Joel Embiid.
Nets leading by 7. Irving looking for an opening. Passes it to Dinwiddie. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Enes Kanter.
Yeah, you know what? Dinwiddie has good size at the point guard position, and he uses it well to draw fouls.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
In examining his numbers this season, we can see that he's been an exceptional free throw shooter, right around 85.
And I think it's clear he's gotten better in that department since last season. I mean, he looks a lot more comfortable at the line now, and he's getting better results.
The free throw drops for Dinwiddie. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Celtics trail by 8. Brown drives in. That one goes in. Brown's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Hey, the defense has no answer for Jaylen Brown. I mean, when he's dribbling the ball, his teammates know they're in good hands.
Irving kicks to Harris. Here's Durant. Left side, Jordan. Pass to Irving. Wants to get it to KD, and does. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got his 6th assist on the night.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
They double-team Walker. The shot's good. Walker's got 11 points.
Walker's always had a real tight handle, and those ball skills come into very good use on that bucket.
KD with it. He's got 12. Harris, good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now, here's Walker. 11 points in the game.
That's his 2nd foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Williams comes in for Enes Kanter. And it's Tatum in for Gordon Hayward. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Nets. That's good from Kemba Walker.
I love how efficient Walker is. The Connecticut alum continues to just thrive on the offensive end.
Nets leading by 5. Crawford outside. The pass to Jordan. Dinwiddie with it. Here's Harris. And he overshot that one, missing.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And slam dunk by Tatum.
Cannot let Tatum roll to the bucket, Kevin. When he's got a head of steam, he's going to finish with power.
Harris dishes to Durant. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 14 points for Kevin Durant.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Tatum against Harris. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And really a good job of getting to the line in that first quarter. Hasn't been doing that as much here in the second.
For Boston, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Tatum. Celtics making a switch here. Wanamaker's checked in. Allen's checked in for Brooklyn. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Now here is Harris. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Crawford, no one around him. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got 3 assists now in this one. And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. 6-point game. Outside Tatum. Feeds it to Williams. Celtics passing it around. Here's Wanamaker. Dinwiddie covering. Clock at 4. Tatum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Tatum does a little bit of everything, and he's especially skilled down low. Fantastic at drawing the defense into him and playing off the contact while he's going up for a shot.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first.
We are having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
So he gets them both. There's 38 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Tatum against KD. Dinwiddie outside. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
KD against Tatum. Harris outside. Dinwiddie right side. Releases. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Brooklyn Nets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Brad Stevens. Coach, what did you think of your team's energy in the first half?
I think the energy's fine. I thought we did look a little gassed at the end of that first stint for some of our starters, but I thought for the most part it was good.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome back. Ernie Johnson alongside the Jet. That's Kenny Smith. the Diesel, that's Shaquille O'Neal. A lot of big-time action so far in this one. Kevin Durant was on fire in the first half. He had 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And from what we saw so far from the Nets, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You can see where the priorities are. Rebounding, and then more rebounding. They made a concerted effort to get the glass clean.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, the low turnovers really stood out to me. They didn't get loose with it or make silly passes. Nothing was forced. They had a nice flow to the offense. Guys knew where to be on the floor. That's the heads-up style of play they need to bring in the second half.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See everybody with Kevin Harlan.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court right now for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Enes Kanter is out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Hayward in at the 3, the small forward. Right side, Smart. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Very rare for players to be elite defenders from the moment they set foot in the NBA, but that was the case for Marcus Smart. A tremendous physicality to go with a pit bull disposition has made him downright scary at times at that end of the floor.
And that one misses. You know, Greg, defense forgiven for Marcus Smart. The growth necessary for him has been at the offensive end.
And now, finally making progress as a three-point shooter. Had already made strides with his passing. He's becoming quite the two-way player.
He hits the second from the line.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Now here's Irving. It's Durant on the wing. No good on that one. Excellent D from Kanter. Down low. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Kemba Walker.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
Now here's Prince. KD passes to Jordan. Durant trying to break free. Excellent D from Kanter. Smart against LeVert. Smart kicks to Walker. Pass to Kanter. Over to the left wing. For the lead. Nice shot by Smart. Smart's got 6.
And, of course, this is Smart's biggest hurdle. Sometimes he looks great shooting the 3. Sometimes, though, it's just the opposite.
Now, here is Irving. To the paint. Here's LeVert. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. LeVert's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
And, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Celtics. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. For 3, Hayward. He can't get that one to fall. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. And start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Man, he gets it done in bunches, does Durant. He's a superb scorer. I've just got to marvel at his greatness.
Now Smart. He's got 6. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The baseline J. The rebound by the Nets. Stolen by Smart, and he converts the layup. Smart's got 6 in the quarter.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Stolen by Cantor. Here's Walker. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Here's Smart, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Now here's Smart. 8 points for him. Fires from deep. A rebound by the Nets. Durant's got his 4th rebound in this one. LeVert the pass to Durant. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got 3 assists tonight.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. That's a 2-pointer from Walker, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. Walker's got 18 points in the game.
Watch out now, Walker. Always a threat to go solo spurt ability on you. Once he sinks a few, you know he's dialed in.
Irving for 3, and the Nets another 3.
You know, the defense was lax right there, and he's able to make them pay.
Here's Walker. He's got 18. And Jordan sends it back.
Hey, get that weak stuff out of here. Take it home. Jordan is fantastic at rejecting those kinds of shots.
And the Celtics with possession here, trailing by 5. Hayward from outside. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
LeVert is always aggressive. I like that mindset of his, especially in how he drives to the rim playing downhill. Goes there with a lot of speed.
The Celtics have gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. Here's Walker. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. A shot by Hayward, wide open. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Celtics trail by 9. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Knocked away. To halt the run, it's good from long range. Hayward's got 14.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Irving passes to Claxton. Irving double team. Prince wide open. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Smart. Out to Hayward. Shot clock at 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You talk about players that have transformed their bodies in the NBA. How about Gordon Hayward? Has added muscle every year while maintaining that speed and agility.
First free throw is good. You know, Greg, when he came into the league, Hayward looked so young. You almost don't recognize him now.
I mean, the suit of armor from his time in the weight room and the hair looking sharp to match.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Daniel Tice. Brown comes in for Smart. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker.
You know, there's no question about it. Hayward is an exciting player and an athletic forward who can really, really score.
Outside Irving. Dinwiddie against Hayward. Dinwiddie's shot is off. Celtics trail by 4. Brown the pass to Wanamaker. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Nets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And that one, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Here's Wanamaker following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Outside Tatum. To the middle. Here's Cantor. Excellent D there from Allen. Brooklyn leading by 6. Dinwiddie attacking. And a look now at the Boston Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Rudy Gobert and the Utah Jazz.
And when you look at that Pacers matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And the first one at the line is good. Williams, he's checked in for Gordon Hayward. And both free throws good for Dinwiddie. Celtics trail by 8. Here's Wanamaker. Passes to Tatum. The 3. The shot, no good. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. Here's Irving. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Nets. And it's Brown missing.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Good work there as it goes. And it's a 12-point Brooklyn lead.
Yeah, impressive shot there by Harris. He's in the league to make the hard shots, not just the open ones.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Kevin, I would shuffle the lineup if I were their coach a little bit just to try to find something that works.
Hits the 3-point bomb.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Crawford kicks to Harris. Pass to Dinwiddie. He feeds it to Crawford. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And I also love the way they move the basketball. Their passing has been outstanding here in the second half.
Free throw drops for Crawford. Clark, when you think of athleticism, specifically, Talk about the changes athletically we've seen in the league, say, since the 80s.
It's dramatically different. I mean, there have been tremendous athletes through every decade of the league's existence, but it's gotten better with improved training and more knowledge about the anatomy of the body and how to enhance its performance. But now it seems like great athletes are, you know, a dime a dozen versus 8 to a dozen back in the 80s.
Here's Wanamaker. Dishes to Tatum. And there's the pass to Cantor. Pass to Williams. Floats one up. The rebound by the Nets.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Celtics trail by 13. Wanamaker the pass to Cantor. Back to Wanamaker. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot off that time. Nice D from Crawford.
And another miss. Ooh, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have. You're right.
Well, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. He's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, you know, you look at the raw athleticism of Allen, very enticing. I mean, he's a quick-footed, shot-blocking big guy. He's got a great future in this league, in my opinion.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. No good on the second free throw.
And a one-year player at Texas, Jared Allen came into the league as a bit of a project. He's got ample playing time to develop in Brooklyn.
And so Allen will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here now is Dinwiddie. 15 points in the game. Passes it to KD. Fade away. And Cantor pulls it down. And Greg, safe to say, Allen's defense is ahead of his offense.
Yeah, but his mobility and leaping ability serve him well as a finisher, providing that vertical spacing teams like to have inside.
And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Cantor. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Bounce pass from Williams. Tatum drives in.
An unsung part of Durant's game. It has the instincts and length to guard a number of positions.
Rebound Boston. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Harris against Tatum. They could use a bucket. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got 6 rebounds now in the game. There's the feed to KD. 1:30 left in the third quarter. Dinwiddie outside. No good from outside.
I I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
The kick out to Tatum. Fires the three. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
You can really see that his confidence is at a high level here in this half. He didn't have a 3 in the first.
Brown against Crawford. Durant up top. There's the steal. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's good, and the Brooklyn lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Williams.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Crawford outside. Got a piece of it, and stolen by Williams. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nets leading by 11. Inside, here's KD, and then Durant with the jam.
Man, Durant is a flat-out baller, showing off his wily strength on these tough finishes. He's a thin guy, but he's a strong guy.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. And some changes here for the Celtics. Daniel Tice is checked in for Enes Kanter, and it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. The Nets also changing it up. Jordan comes in for Harris, and Karis LeVert subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Celtics trail by 14. Williams dishes to Walker. Hit his foot. And the ref saying he kicked it. We've got 13 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. On the wing, Brown. There's the triple. No good that time. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Nets lead by 14. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Now let's listen into the huddle of Brad Stevens.
Talked about it in the pregame. We have to play with game awareness and poise. Run back on defense. Get great shots down here every single possession.
And that message, you can tell, GA, all about quality and efficiency.
Yeah, and when they get stops on defense, Coach Stevens wants to make sure they are taking great shots.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. Dinwiddie runs the point with LeVert flanking him. Jared Allen is out there with Durant, and it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the 3-pointer by Boston. Allen left side. Durant kicks to Jordan over Williams, and it's Jordan, that time on the assist by KD. 11 points for Jordan.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
And Walker's got the ball here for Boston. It's a 13-point game. Pass to Tice. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Smart's checked in for Boston. Tatum deciding where to go with it over Durant. Tatum's shot is off. Nets leading by 13. A little over a minute of the 4th quarter gone right now. Dinwiddie passes to LeVert. And taken away by Brown. Outside, Walker. Shoots over Dinwiddie. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dinwiddie finds Jordan. Dinwiddie against Tatum. To the inside. Shoots from 12. And it's LeVert missing. Celtics trail by 13. Here's Tatum. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after. Here's KD. Yep, that one goes. Durant's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Yeah, I just love how Durant finishes over contact, not allowing the D to contain him.
To the middle, stolen by Allen. To the paint. And then Durant with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Now a timeout called by Boston.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
And the Celtics making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Prince is checked in for the Nets. Irving comes in for Spencer Dinwiddie. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Walker against Irving. Outside, Walker. Outside, Smart. Just 5 to shoot. Boston needs to get off a shot. Nice ball movement by Boston. And that's good. Kemba Walker for 3. Walker's got 21 in the game.
Walker always a guy you can depend on to bail you out in those late shot clock situations.
Hayward against Prince. Feeds to Jordan. And Boston with the rebound.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Now LeVert, after Marcus Smart missing on that last 3-pointer. LeVert the pass to Prince. Over Smart, finds the open look, and it's on target.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
But how about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Irving kicks to Prince. Down low, here's LeVert. Another shot, here's Jordan. LeVert finds Prince. That's good, and it's LeVert with the assist. And that's 10 points for Prince.
And the way LeVert moves the ball, it's all about doing what's best for the team from his eyes.
Celtics trail by 16. Here's Walker and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's LeVert on the wing. Guarded by Smart. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Hey, you know, Kevin, there's a reason why Jordan's a high percentage shooter. Shooting percentage a function of the kind of shots you get. He opts mainly for dunks.
Walker against Irving. Tries it from 9. Shot's good by Walker. Walker's got 25 points.
And that's what they have to do more of. They got a great look out of that possession.
Irving attacking. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. There's the pass to Tice. Tatum on the wing. Defended by Durant. Tatum's shot is off.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the Boston Celtics. Smart, wide open, he fires. A quick shot there, and it's off target. Nets leading by 20. A nice shot by LeVert.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Walker with it. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. Brooklyn's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. LeVert, good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Now, here's Walker with the floater, and it's sent back by KD. Now Irving. Jordan at the elbow. And stolen by Tatum. Shot to stop the run, and the jumper falls for him. Tatum's got 21.
Awesome speed from Tatum. Excels at getting to the right place in these fast break chances.
Irving passes to Jordan. Three-pointer, LeVert. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
Walker against Irving, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. There's the dish to Prince. Looking for Tice. He gets it there. Here's Tatum. And no good. The Nets go the other way with it. Outside Irving. To the paint. And there's KD. That's good on the assist by Irving. Irving's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. Now here's Walker. Hayward outside. Regarding super teams, Clark, you and I have talked a lot about this. Many fans view them in a negative light, but they're actually something we've seen around in this game for a long time.
Yeah, you're right. So often we become prisoners of the present and we forget about what transpired in the past, but the Celtics in the 60s were as dominant as any team in the history of the game. The Lakers in the 80s, the Bulls in the 90s. But I guess fans have a complaint because they feel those teams came together more organically compared to what seems to be a movement by free agents that has led to dominant championship teams, although the Warriors pretty much have built their championship team through the draft.
Here's Jordan after Gordon Hayward's bucket. Durant kicks to Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, LeVert. The shot, no good. Good work defensively by Smart. From downtown, knocks down the three ball.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Brooklyn leading by 22. Now here's Durant. Outside Irving. Left side Jordan. Plenty of space. Walker with the rebound. Boston's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. For 3, Hayward. Rebounded by the Nets.
You know, brick after brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to brain it in down the stretch here.
Boston shooting not great, 40% for the game. Smart dishes to Walker. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Irving's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touched by Prince.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Cantor checked in for Jason Tatum. And then for Brooklyn, Wilson Chandler's checked in for Jordan. Rodions Kurucs comes in for Taurean Prince. And Garrett Temple subbed in for LeVert. Now, here's Tice. Pass to Walker. Goes up on the high post. Doesn't go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. 1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Temple the pass to Durant. Back to Temple. To end the cold streak. The basket good off the assist from Durant. KD's got his 6th assist on the night.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout. A dominating performance for Brooklyn.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And this will push their record to 39 wins in a good effort tonight.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping-off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for KD.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
Here's Smart following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Nice shot by Smart.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Irving double team. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Back to Kurucs from deep. No good on that one. And it's Boston the other way. Hayward outside. Here's Smart. Passes it to Tice. Now here's Cantor. Here's Hayward. And that one is off. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. With DeAndre Jordan, you were a big factor inside tonight. How important was it to control the paint?
You know, we just wanted to set the tone defensively for our team. We knew that they had some great guards who, really penetrate and break defenses down.
Well, you took a lot of that away, DeAndre. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.